Hi, and welcome to Diane's Video Minute. Today I'm going to show you how to bring a design into the Pfaff Creative Icon. There's actually two ways to bring a design in. This will be a two-part video. The first one, bring in the design, and we'll start a design. And our second video will be on how to bring in your save state design. So I'm in the machine right now, and I'm actually in the embroidery on the embroidery screen. There's two ways. There's one here which is the butterfly, and that's a quick and easy way to bring in your design. And then you have in the one in the upper right corner, which is called your main menu. So let's go over the differences. When I click on the butterfly here, comes into your screen. Don't forget this is a floating screen here. I am going to go into the quilt designs in our machine here, and I'm going to quickly load stitch number 31. So if I hit and hold 31, it comes into your screen. However, it does not come in centered. So how do we center that? We're going to open up the edit tab at the bottom here. So you quickly open that, and then of course your edit features pop up at the bottom. When you come in here, the movement icon is highlighted for you in a green four-headed arrow. All you have to do is touch the center of the wheel there, and now your design actually is centered, okay? We do have a green box around the design, so that represents that your design is selected in the hoop. Now, the way you delete the design, if your edit tab is open, your trash can is right here. But if you don't remember to go into the edit tab here, or the edit key here, if you hit and hold within that green box, you do get a smart toolbox that comes up on the screen, and you can delete or delete all if you have more than one design in your hoop. So let's go ahead and hit the delete. So that shows us this icon, which is load design. Now I'm going to go and grab that same design, and I'm going to go through the main menu. So when I click on the main menu, it's going to bring me actually into the quilt designs again, because I had already chosen it from that other icon here. And I'm just going to kind of scroll up a little bit and get to 31. But this one I just want to quickly tap, because the difference here is it's giving me some information. It's telling me the design name. It's giving me the size of the design. It's giving me how many stitches, and of course how many colors. Okay? At this point, if that's a design you want, we're going to go ahead and just click on the word load. When you notice this, the design actually comes in centered for you also. So that's a really cool thing too here. So at this point, all I want to do is come into touch embroidery stitch out. And then let's just go over this screen that comes up. This is called your stitch out settings menu. Every time you bring a design in, this menu will come in for you, or pop up for you. Basically, it's telling you what hoop you're in, or what hoop you should be in, what stitch plate you should be in, the select foot type. The best results will be with that dynamic spring foot 6D foot, and that's actually checked here for you. But if you wanted to use the Sensomatic free motion, then of course you would check that one. Best results would be with the 6D foot. Your active stitch, you always want that checked. And your thread cutter option, you have three choices here. You can check the thread cutter and automatic jump stitch trim, or just the automatic thread cutter, which is your top threads, your bottom threads, and of course you can check the off. So if I wanted to turn it off, you just want to kind of just check the box if you want it on and off. In this case, I am going to check the automatic thread cutter and automatic jump stitch trim. Over here on the right, we have those basting options. Do we want to baste around the design, or do we want to baste around the hoop? In this case, I'm going to go ahead and baste around I want to baste around the hoop, so that would be the second one. And then we have three choices here, which are our color options. Basically, we're telling the machine when do we want to stop. So we have color block sort, color block merge, or monochrome. Hopefully everybody knows what monochrome is. Monochrome is taking a design that has more than one color, and we're just going to take that down just to one color. The color block sort, if you have a design here, more than one design in the hoop, the color block sort is you're taking all your reds, all your blues, and all your greens together. So you're going to sort them so then they do all the blues and the reds and the greens. The color block merge basically will do all those blues. So if you had three designs and you have three blues that are all the same color, it will not the machine won't stop between each blue color. It will do all the blues, all the reds, and all the greens all at once, okay? So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and say okay here, and now we're into the embroidery screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop in my hoop here, okay? And we're just gonna go ahead and pop this in onto our unit here, okay? And we do want to make sure that we click it in. You do not want to hold this little lever here. You just want to make sure it clicks in, okay? Now at this point, I'm going to show you also how to grab that tail so it doesn't get caught underneath your embroidery. Sometimes if you let the tail get sucked under your embroidery, it does create like a little thread nest. So I'm going to hold my thread tail. Here's my play button on the machine. I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button, okay? And once that thread cutter cuts and I get a little tug, now I'm just going to gently pull that tail out, and we're going to just quickly do a basting stitch around this design, okay? And once that gets stitched all the way around, okay, we're ready to start our design. So in about 3 seconds, we will be starting this design, okay? Because I had the check mark in with all the automatic thread cuts, it's going to cut everything for me, and now I'm ready to start my design. So here we go again. I'm going to show you again. When I hold that thread tail, okay, I hold the thread tail. I do pull the thread out a little bit so I can get a little bit of a better handle of the thread tail. Again, I'm going to hit the play button, and once that tail gets a little tug on it, I'm gently going to just pull it away, and now my design is going to actually start. I picked a design that has so I picked a design that actually is has registration points, which is an endless design, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do those registration points, and here we go. So at this point, it's gonna start stitching. I'm going to turn the machine off, and I'll see you on the next video on how to restore the state. See you soon.